Psychonauts, welcome back to the Micro Pioneer space. Listen, it is baffling to me how I can have this deep reverence for mushrooms and for the experience that they gift us. I can laud this experience, like talk about how much you receive from that sort of experience, but yet still going back into that space, there is still this reluctance that I feel when I think about going back in, like on a high dose. Since May, right? Could be before May. Since April. Your girl saying for my Laha now, which is my day of birth, I am going to go back in. Last time I was in that space, like completely in, was 4 years ago. About. I was carrying my second child. Since then, I have been making excuses for going back in. So April is saying, it's time, Ray, you need to check back in. I say, all right, I'm going to plan for this date. And leading up to it, as the date gets closer and closer, I start to feel even more resistance within myself. Starting to think about why I shouldn't do it and what would keep me from being able to do it. And it so happened that something did occur that made it difficult for me to have that experience on that day. And I told myself, okay, before the end of June, I'm going to go back in before the end of June. And well, June come and done and I ain't doing anything. But why am I telling you this? Since you didn't ask me, right? The reason why I'm telling you this is to kind of get people to understand that even though this is a very beautiful experience, it is also a very challenging one. And this is what makes it so difficult for someone to become addicted to it, because of the strength of the experience. It is not something that affects you lightly. Like, it really flips you inside out, like out, inside out, upside down, fling you around, drop you on the ground, pick you back up. Like, yeah, it is very valuable. It is life-changing. It is beautiful, but it is also grotesque and scary at times. This doesn't mean that you should not do it, but you should go in with certain expectations that this is not an experience that you should take lightly. This is not something that you're going to do that is for fun and games. This is serious business. On lower doses, okay, you can get away using it recreationally, even though you shouldn't. You can get away with it on lower doses. But once you get to the higher doses, when you hit that 3.5 grams and up, it's a different game. And everybody's experience will be different. You might do it once and it was just so smooth and easygoing and everything was just so beautiful and vibrant and rich. And you're like, I can't wait for my next time. Because sometimes they fool you. Sometimes they make you think that this thing is easy, and then you're like, I could do this. This ain't nothing. This easy. And then when you go back in, that second time, that's when they hit you. So, if you are a psychonaut who is finding it difficult to get back into that space, you have company. I'm here with you, fighting the good fights. Like, that shit is not easy to do, but it is so necessary for us to at least have that experience once in our lives so that we can see that there is more to this place than what is available or apparent to our naked eyes. So, yeah, this is just a bit of encouragement, not only for you, but for myself, for accepting this hesitancy within me and doing some critical observations, like really trying to think deeply about why. Why do I feel this hesitancy? Because I think that even in that, there is a lesson for me. So, yeah, that's it. That's it. Okay, bye.